Why working capital matters to your business. Hi, this is Josh Horn, CPA of Horn Valuation. I help owners build and sell their businesses using valuation tools that work today. Why does working capital matter? First of all, what is working capital? Let's define it quickly. It is simply the assets that will turn over within a year minus the liabilities in your business that will turn over within a year. The simple way to look at it is typically cash, accounts receivable, and inventory, if applicable, less your current liabilities, which could include accounts payable, other liabilities you have due within a year. It's a very important number, and I often find that either the businesses I value, either the number is too high or too low. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples of why this matters to the value of your company and why you need to pay close attention to it and how to get it back in line. Let's look at two companies, one that has a working capital surplus and one that has a working capital deficit. Real simple calculations here. The items in yellow are the working capital items, either current assets or current liabilities. So on the working capital surplus company, this calculation is simply the items in yellow at the top less the items in yellow on the bottom, which are the liabilities. That's how that's calculated. Through research, I found that the normal working capital necessary for a business in this particular industry, and this will be specific to your industry, so don't use this number, I determined that the working capital should be roughly $100,000. So this company has a $92,000 working capital surplus. Now let's look at the company that has a deficit. Same calculation. Note that the difference is quite drastic. It is in the red, $5,000. Why does all this matter? Well, first off, I want to drive home the point that we have not even looked at this business's income statement or profit and loss statement. So if someone is telling you they can value your business without doing this part, they've missed a vital piece. So remember that always. This is a balance sheet piece, and it could result in either an addition or a subtraction to the value of your company, depending on how this analysis turns out. Second, this can become very important in a deal. Let's say a deal is being structured. You're either the buyer or the seller. Depending on which side of the table you're on, you may need to be compensated for the excess, or you may need to basically take a haircut if you're in the red. So this is extremely important in a deal structured. Someone's buying the business, someone else is selling the business. It's important to understand how these pieces come together. Working capital can be a very large component of how the deal is structured. So understand that. Finally, this calculation may need to be done using outside specialists and or a thorough understanding of the market value of the assets and the liabilities. So understand that when you're looking at the balance sheet of a business, it's typically cost. It's not a fair market value balance sheet unless adjustments are made. So you're looking at the balance sheet. It could be yours. It could be a company that you're looking at. Those assets and liabilities are on there at cost. And when this calculation is done, it could possibly necessitate the need to have those assets and liabilities revalued at market value and either added or subtracted to the value of the company. That's beyond the scope of this particular video, but I'll give you an example. I've seen securities, this could be investments, they may need to be valued, or at least you need to get a current statement showing what those securities are worth. All kinds of strange things I've seen put into companies may need to be valued at their current market value and then added to the value of the business, depending on how this calculation turns out. So these are some of the reasons why working capital is critical. This is Josh Horn, CPA of Horn Valuation. Let me know if you have any questions about this. Have a great day. Bye.